Hi, I'm Jeff Stokes. Welcome to Jeff's Daily Dose of Encouragement. Today I want to ask a question. Are you wise or foolish? I'm reading from Matthew 25 today about the wise and foolish virgins. That's why I've asked that way. And I'll just read the parable, and it says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps, and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom comes. Go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. But you go rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. And afterwards came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor the hour when the Son of Man comes." Now, we don't want to be caught unawares, do we? We always want to be ready and to have our salvation, if you like, I don't know if the word's up to date. We need to keep our relationship with Jesus really on the edge all the time. We need to be in there all the time. There's another place that Jesus says, people said, it says here in the last verse, in verse 11, afterward they came also, the virgins, saying that the other virgins, it's the poor ones, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. There's another place that similar type of thing happens, and it's over in Matthew 7, and it says, Jesus said in verse 21 of Matthew 7, Not everyone that says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that does the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, and in your name have cast out devils, and in your name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity. And that's the same thing here. He said in verse 12 of Matthew 25, I don't know you. And that is because they didn't stay close to God and Jesus and didn't obey his voice. In Matthew 7, Jesus goes on to talk about the house built on the rock and the house built on the sand. It's about staying close to him, but hearing his voice, listening to what he says, and doing what he says, obeying his voice. And that is how you keep your lamp trimmed, if you like, or your oil reserves ready, so that when he comes, he will find you doing what he wanted you to do. You haven't drifted off somewhere. You haven't backslidden. You haven't let your light, how our light went. Jesus said to let our light shine before men, that they may see our good works and glorify our Father which is in heaven. That's in Matthew 5. It's like we've let our lamps go dim, and we've sort of just wandered off or as I said, backslidden. We don't want to do that. We want to stay sharp, spiritually sharp, close to the Lord, close to Jesus and his word, and listening to his voice and doing it all the time, so that we can be wise and not foolish. If you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, the best and wisest thing that anyone can do who does not know Jesus Christ is to put their trust in him and begin to start to learn to follow him and live in his ways, and you too will be among the wise. If you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwells in him and he in God. God bless you. Have a great and wonderful day.